Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game. So be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Week 1 of the 2016 football season for your Norwell Knights. This evening, a little bit of a late start. It's a bit of a drive for the Norwell faithful down here in Marion, Indiana, at beautiful Eastbrook High School. They've got what looks to be a fairly new turf field, and it's going to be great conditions, it looks like, this evening, although awfully warm, though we're used to that for week ones, and of course by the end of the season we will be cold. This is Greg Van Meter bringing the action tonight from Eastbrook High School, and running the camera for his inaugural first time, Reese Schwartz is going to be running the camera. So if you have any complaints, call his dad Matt. He'll field them, right? You can just say hi. You can just shake your head. I don't have you on. He said he didn't want to talk, so. But I sure appreciate you helping me out tonight, Reese. Should be a lot of fun. Pre-game activity still going on the field. It looks like some of the younger students are lined up for the Panthers as they'll take the field. The Knights on the road this evening, and it is a different-looking Knights squad after a 1-9 season last year. Jeff Miller, longtime Norwell head coach, decided to put away the turf shoes and the shorts and hung them up, and he's replaced by first-year head coach Josh Gerber. I think you'll see a lot of changes. Josh, I think, is going to try to run a spread offense this year. We'll see soon enough, as that would be quite a change from the Power I that Jeff ran for so many years. The team lost a number of players to graduation, right around a dozen, I think, from the class of 2016. This year, only 8 seniors on the Norwell squad, 12 juniors, a boatload of sophomores, 18 of them dressing for this varsity game this evening. And, in fact, we've even got a freshman dressing varsity for Norwell this evening. That's Chris Bear, a 5'7" punter kicker, and we'll see if he actually handles those duties tonight for the Knights. But it's certainly going to be a regime change here at Norwell, a different look. Garrison Breggy, just a sophomore, is going to be taking the handoffs, and it's a tough job for a sophomore at any level, let alone with a new offense and a new head coach. So Garrison will certainly have his hands full. Now, the good news is the seniors that are back are very impactful and play some very important positions. Of course, Curtis Blackwell has probably gotten the most press for these Knights. He's committed to Ball State, 6'5", 305 pounds, pretty much all muscle, Curtis is, and that's why he's going to be playing in the MAC for the next 4 years. Also, Colin Schwartz, 4-year player here for the Knights. If you saw the article on him in the Fort Wayne paper, he is the class of 2017, not the class of 2019, as was printed. The other seniors, Caleb Hoppy, Levi Long, first time he's ever played football, coming off a very successful first baseball season with the Knights this spring. Dalton Southard, Joel Detmer, Dylan McCune, all seniors for Josh Gerber's squad. We're going to take a quick break here during the pregame and hear from a couple of sponsors. We'll be back after these words.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is proud to announce their new office opening in October in Decatur.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with one adult and one child per team, or two youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com. And don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6, only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Welcome back to Eastbrook High School. Week 1 of the high school season, a little bit of a later start than the rest of the games in the area. 7:30 start here in Marion. It's 79 degrees. Feels like 79, a bright sunshine. As I pulled in earlier this evening, a lot of black clouds around, thunder and lightning, but that seems to have all broken up and cleared out, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening for football. Of course, for the players, it'll get a lot more comfortable after that sun goes down. We do want to recognize our sponsors this evening. We appreciate every one of them, and when you visit their establishments, please let them know you heard of them on The Voice. Ossian Hardware, back with us for football this year. A new advertiser and a relatively new operation, Bloomin' Boutique, has joined our advertising role. Heidi Motors, Pizza Hut, First Bank of Bern, longtime sponsor of Voice operation. State Farm, Daniels Jewelers, another longtime sponsor, along with the Bowling Center, Indiana Physical Therapy, the University of St. Francis, Lawrence Body Shop in Bluffton, Adams Memorial Hospital, the YMCA in Bluffton, Bluffton Roofing, Bluffton Plumbing, Heating and Air, and also the Bluffton Street Fair. We'll be advertising them for the next couple of weeks until that popular destination ends its run in Wells County. A couple other sponsors that we'll mention as well. The Posy Pot is helping us out this year, as well as T.W. Fable on our list of advertisers, and we appreciate each and every one of them. I always like to recognize them on week 1. We were talking about the how this Norwell football team's constituted this year. We mentioned the 8 seniors, 12 juniors, 18 sophomores, and the freshman Chris Bear, who is a soccer player as well, and which makes a lot of sense. Norwell's been doing that the last several years, bringing over a soccer player to do the kicking, and it'll be interesting to see how he does on the varsity stage as a freshman. A lot of times they will surprise you in a positive way. We'll talk about Norwell's starting lineup. On offense for the Knights will be the big man, the left tackle, number 62, Curtis Blackwell. The left guard will be number 50, Garrett Zurinsky. Garrett is a junior, I believe, this year. Yes, he is. Another senior, the center, number 54, Dalton Southard. The right guard is number 72, Aaron Osborne. He's a junior. The right tackle, number 53, senior Colin Schwartz. one of the wide receivers is another senior, Grant McMichael. He'll be wearing number 6 this evening. Second wide receiver is Caleb Hoppy. He's a senior as well, wearing number 25. Landon Geiger, number 89, just a sophomore. One of the starting wide receivers. And then the fourth listed wide receiver is number 32, Levi Leidigan. I believe he's just a sophomore as well. A lot of heart in that kid. I'll tell you, he's not the biggest guy. He's listed at 6 foot, 187 pounds, but he's got a ton of heart. The running back listed in the starting offense here is number 23, Carson Ringer. He's a junior, and he's probably the most experienced of the skill players back from last year. Carson got a lot of time as a sophomore on the varsity squad. He gained 461 yards last season for Josh Gerber's Norwell Knights this year. And, of course, the quarterback taking the snaps tonight for the Knights, number 12, Garrison Breggy. And he is just a sophomore as well. So a young Norwell squad. On the defensive side, we've got at one end, number 58, senior Joel Detmer. Going both ways tonight. On the defensive side as well, number 72, Aaron Osborne, and Curtis Blackwell in the tackle slots. The other defensive end also playing both ways is Dalton Southard, wearing number 54. Levi Long is a linebacker for Coach Gerber, wearing number 35, another one of those seniors. The linebacker in the middle, number 53, Colin Schwartz. And then the other linebacker listed is number 8, Diego Mayorga, just a sophomore, listed at 5'8", 140. That's not a lot of size for a linebacker, but I'm guessing that he can lay the licks on in that linebacker slot despite his size. One safety, Carson Ringer, playing both ways this evening, wearing number 23. Also Garrison Breggy, number 12. Cornerback, Caleb Hoppy. And the other cornerback, Grant McMichael. So a full 2/3 of the starting lineup going both ways. And that could be a challenge tonight. 80 degrees, bright sunshine, a little bit of humidity here at Eastbrook, and a fast track. So it'll be interesting to see the substitution patterns as we go on here this evening. I don't know that we're going to get started right at 7:30. But we'll take the opportunity to take a quick break, hear from a couple sponsors, and Reese and I will be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique. Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Welcome back to Eastbrook. The defensive starters were just announced for Eastbrook. We'll run through those real quick. As I've got a frog in my throat. Awesome. Starting at defensive back, number 7, Saxon Malonik. Another defensive back, number 15, Justin Singer. Starting at a defensive end, number 18, Mason Hale. Another defensive back is number 22, Andrew Barajas. One of the linebackers is number 24, Zane Kirby. A defensive end is number 45, Blaine Altum. A linebacker, number 49, Clay Dalton. The third linebacker, number 50, Zach Kettering. John Reagan playing the defensive line tonight, wearing number 58, along with number 71, Jake Taylor, and number 88, Cole Kiesling. Those are your defensive starters for Eastbrook. It looks like Eastbrook won the coin flip. They declined to receive, so Norwell will get the ball first here to start this 2016 season. They've not had Eastbrook on the schedule for all that long. In fact, I think last year was the first year, I believe, wasn't it? Cody Felger, my expert non-color guy, I'm relying on for knowledge. Of course, Cody graduated in 2014 from Norwell, helping out the news banner this evening. Right? All right. Paul Beitler down here to my left. Sharp as always with his... He dyes his beard. His beard is... He has to dye it to get it that whitish gray color. And that's the same thing I do with my hair. I highlight it gray. Doing the kicking for Eastbrook will be, looks like number 13. And boy, I love the dark numbers on dark uniforms. It's just one of my favorite things as a broadcaster. Ethan Kramer, he's a senior, 5'8", 155 pounds. He'll be kicking off for the Panthers. Boy, I do like their helmets, though. Those are sharp, aren't they? Kind of a chrome color on a black background. As we're going to just kind of stick with a wide camera angle for you this evening. We should just follow the action as we are underway at Eastbrook. A good, strong kick, taking it about the 8-yard line and trying to wind his way upfield. That was Mayorga with the carry. Diego is starting a linebacker as well. So Garrison Breggy, first time running the Norwell offense from the opening kick. He did see some action last year, did take some snaps in varsity games. After that real slow start, of course, Norwell ending up 1-9 last year. In motion is Leidig, and boy, quickly into the backfield. Eastbrook tackled Leidig for about a 5-yard loss. It'll be second and a bunch for the Knights. We've got, it's certainly more than 10. It's about 15 yards to go. So a quick defensive hit there by the Panthers, trying to pin the Knights deep in their own territory. as another handoff is stacked up in the backfield. That was Carson Ringer with the carry, and that'll make it 3rd down and 16 now for the Knights at their own, about 17-yard line. Well, they've actually got 18 on the scoreboard here. 10:51 left here in this first quarter. Breggy takes the shotgun snap, looks downfield, looking to throw, and he's going to go down at about the 8-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down for the Knights. With the sack, that was number 71, Jake Taylor, a junior, and the Knights are going to have to kick it away. 4th and, a lot. First down would have been clear out at the 34-yard line. Doing the kicking for the Knights. I can't see that number very well. But a pretty good kick. It's going to sail out to about the 37 in a reverse play here for Eastbrook. Boy, he's got wide open field. Heading for the corner. He's going to get in. That's number 22, Andrew Barajas. And Eastbrook quickly scores first on a punt return of about 35 yards. Andrew Barajas untouched into the end zone. Got a key block right about the 3-yard line. And the Panthers quickly ahead. Holding the extra point is number 12, Jackson Liddick. And I'm guessing that is Ethan Kramer attempting the extra point. Snap's good, the hold's good, the kick is also good. And it's a 7-0 lead quickly here for the Eastbrook Panthers. 9:58 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Well, the Panthers striking quickly here on their home turf. A 35-yard, at least I thought it was about 35-yard punt return by Barajas, and a very solid kick from Ethan Kramer. And it's quickly 7-0. Eastbrook here with 9:58 on the clock. Bright sunshine setting in the west, which, I'll tell you what, it's tough to lose a football, but boy, that sun is shining brightly in our receiver's eyes. Kramer with another good kick. That's going to be fielded by, look like number 3. Heading up the right side is Christian Bahada, junior, listed at 5'8", 160. And looks like the Knights will start their offense from about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Eastbrook. Boy, I'll tell you what, I mean, nobody even came close to tackling Barajas. He got a great block at about the 3-yard line, just kind of waltzed in on that punt return. In motion, Leidig. Breggy will keep it himself and lose a couple of yards. That'll make it 2nd and 12 for the Knights. And so far, the Knights they've run 4 plays, kicked it once, and gone negative in yardage. They've not had a positive yardage play yet. Spread wide to the left, Grant McMichael, the tall senior. He's a big target for Breggy, and that's going to be offside on number 24 is Zane Kirby. Kirby just a sophomore. Boy, good size, though. 170 pounds. They list him at 5'7". He looks taller than that. And that'll be the first positive movement of football for the Knights. It'll make it 2nd and about 7, I believe. 9:21 left here in the first quarter. Eastbrook leading 7-0. Should be able to see the scoreboard at the top of your computer screen or your TV if you've hooked up your HDMI cable. There's the first pass from Pregame, and it's picked off at about the 50-yard line. McMichael making the tackle and driving them into Eastbrook territory, but now they're going to mark it at about the 49 on Norwell's side. That ball was intercepted by Mason Hale. He also just a sophomore. The Knights only completed 6 passes last year in 22 attempts. They only threw the ball 22 times, and right now they're 0 for 1 with an interception. So that'll turn it over to the Panthers. They'll take over right at midfield. So Eastbrook with their first play from scrimmage, put a man in motion, the inside handoff, and a strong run right up the middle, taking a couple of Norwell tacklers with him. That was number 45 for the Panthers. That's Blaine Altum. He's a 6 foot 1 inch, 200-pound senior. 2nd and a long 1 for the Panthers. The handoff and another big gain for Eastbrook. That moves the ball all the way down to about Norwell's 27-yard line. Panthers with 2 plays and a big first down, and they're really winning the battle of the line of scrimmage right now. Back to pass into the flat, open, completed at about the 14, brought down at the 13 by number 3, Christian Bahada. That was Dalton on the reception. Of course, the quarterback for the Panthers is Mason Hale. Another inside handoff, and Barajas powers his way all the way down to about the 3-yard line, I think is where they're going to mark it. Ringer on the tackle for Norwell. And it's 1st and goal for Eastbrook. I can't even keep up with all the first downs they've got going on right now, Reese. That's a flag thrown on the near side. I don't know if somebody's lined up in the neutral zone here. Yeah, it's going to be offside on the Knights. And that'll move the ball half the distance to the goal line. So now the ball's set, actually it looks like just inside the 1-yard line. Eastbrook already leading by 7. Hale hands off inside, and that looked like Barajas. It was Barajas with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Makes it 13-0 Eastbrook at the 8:11 mark of the first quarter. And right now, Eastbrook kind of manhandling the Knights. We've got 2, 3. They've got 10 seniors on their roster. Bad snap. The kicker's going to pick it up and be hauled down at about the 19. So the point after no good for the Panthers. After almost 4 minutes of play, Eastbrook already up 13-0 here at their home field. We'll take a quick break, hear from State Farm, and be right back.
Double-digit pay raises are history. Now money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why I would like to offer you a free discount double check. I'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928. Because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why I'm here.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Kevin Beatty, a longtime sponsor of Voice broadcasts all throughout the year. Football, basketball, both boys and girls, and, of course, baseball in the spring. We appreciate Kevin and everything he does for the community with State Farm. A long-time agent for him. Well, Eastbrook really controlling things right now. 13-0 lead. Back deep for the Knights is Diego Mayorga, just a sophomore. He didn't field the last kick from Ethan Kramer. Ethan Kramer really getting a workout as the kicker already tonight. Plus he's had to suffer a tackle on that missed opportunity. Mayorga had a decent return on the first kickoff to start this ball game. Kramer set to get it going here after the latest Eastbrook score, and Mayorga will field it at about the 7-yard line, looking for blockers, and fights his way out to about the 24. On the tackle was made by number 61. That's Brandon Davis for Eastbrook. Now they're going to say it's marked at the 23, so that's where the Knights will have 1st and 10. The Knights stopped on their first series and forced a punt. Of course, that turned into a touchdown for Eastbrook. And in their second series, an intercepted pass, which was quickly turned into another touchdown for Eastbrook. Pregame with the snap through his hands and able to elude a attacker in the background. Actually, that was picked up by Carson Ringer. The tackle made by Clay Dalton for the Panthers. Big loss for the Knights. That'll make it a 2nd down and about 20. 19 maybe. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. We'll say 19. Pregame hands off inside, and Ringer hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might have dropped another yard. That'll bring up a 3rd and 20 for Norwell at their own 14-yard line. Norwell really having a lot of trouble here in their third possession of moving the football in a westerly direction. Pregame does have a spread offense as he takes the snap, the inside handoff again to Ringer, I believe, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down for the Knights, and they'll kick it away again. That's Ringer punting for the Knights, right? As he's standing at the goal line. I think that's 23. Good snap and a pretty good kick all the way out to the 41, signal for a fair catch. And actually, no, that's number 30. 33, Cameron Harris, just a sophomore for the Knights doing the punting. And Eastbrook starting their offense again on the Norwell side of the 50-yard line. They lead 13-0 here with 6:17 left in the first quarter. And so far, their offense has been very efficient against Norwell's defense. Man in motion for Eastbrook, an inside handoff, and stacked up the line of scrimmage. That was Blaine Altum on the carry. And it doesn't look like he gained much of anything there. And it looks like they're going to give him about a half a yard. So 2nd and 9 for the Panthers from their own 40. over the left side and inside the 35-yard line. I believe that was Barajas on the carry. He gained a nice gain there. About 3 left to go for the first down, third down. Back to pass, Hale. And in the flat, wide open, Barajas makes a nice move heading for the corner of the end zone. And he is going to elude the Norwell defense and put the Panthers up by 19. A slick move in the middle of the field there by the junior Andrew Barajas. And he has now reached the end zone 3 times. And we're not even 7 minutes into this football game. Eastbrook with an early 19-0 lead. On to kick again for Eastbrook is Kramer. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. Makes it 20-0 Eastbrook. 5:16 left here in this first quarter. We'll take a quick break here from Aussie Hardware and be right back.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Well, it has been a long first quarter, and we've still got 5 minutes, almost 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter for Josh Gerber and his Norwell Knights. They're down 20-0 here in Marion. The good news is the weather's nice. Beautiful 79 degrees at game time. A little bit of humidity in the air, but also a little bit of a breeze as Kramer set to kick off for the 4th time now. Mayorga deep for the Knights, and instead it'll be fielded on the far side by Ringer, I believe. Or no, that was Bahada. Bahada with the return, made it out to about the 29-yard line. The Knights will take over 1st and 10 from there. And in football especially, boy, just age and size really matters. You can be a very talented sophomore or junior, but that extra year or two of time in the weight room and just gaining some man muscle makes a huge difference. And Norwell skill players, all younger. There's a nice run by himself from Garrison Breggy. That's the Knights' first positive play from the line of scrimmage. It's about a 8-yard gain for Breggy. That'll bring up 2nd and 2, we'll call it. Scoreboard says 3. Breggy again with the snap, looking to run it himself again, and boy, he took a shot on his side of the line of scrimmage. And they drop Breggy for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Knights. Boy, he was hit hard as good penetration by the Eastbrook Panthers defensive line. Big 3rd down here for the Knights, trying to get something going. And that looks like some motion there, possibly on the Norwell line. Eastbrook very active on the other side of the ball. We'll see what the call is. It'll be offside on Eastbrook, so they got to cross that line, and that'll be a 1st down for the Knights, their first of the evening. 2nd offside penalty on the Panthers, and the Knights moving the football now a little bit. They're out to their own 41. Breggy running things in the backfield. And he'll pitch to Ringer, and Ringer met immediately. In fact, Zach Kettering was almost there before the pitch was complete to Ringer. That'll make it second down and about 16 for Norwell. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. Norwell brought a pretty good crowd tonight. About an hour down here to Eastbrook. Not quite that long, probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Breggy, nice reverse counter play, handoff to Levi Leidig. Leidig with a big gain into Eastbrook territory, and a nice play call there from Coach Gerber as a big gain for the Knights gets them down into Eastbrook territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 43-yard line of the Panthers. Good to see the Knights get a couple of first downs here in this possession. Excellent timing there by Leidig as he cut through the middle with a big gain. Breggy keeps it himself and gains maybe a couple. That'll make it second and about 8 for Norwell as we tick under the 3-minute mark. Tackle was made by Reagan for Eastbrook. Well, they're saying 2nd and 9 on the scoreboard. Yeah, that's probably right. Breggy with Ringer beside him in the backfield. Boy, Eastbrook putting on a lot of pressure. Another pass, and a good one. It's caught and getting into the end zone. Number 32, Levi Leidig puts the Knights on the board. And boy, Coach Gerber's got to feel a little bit better now. Perfectly thrown ball by Garrison Breggy. Leidig hauled it in right at about the 10-yard line and was able to get into the end zone ahead of the tackle. And Norwell with their first touchdown of the season. Leidig's only got to complete 6 more passes, and he'll pass last year's total of completion. That was a 36-yard touchdown for the Knights. The kick is up and good. 43-yard touchdown, number 36 on the kick. Not listed on the roster, but he was announced as Chris Bear. So that is the soccer player, Chris Bear, with a strong soccer leg. Successful on the extra point. That makes it 20-7. Norwell trailing with 2:22 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here from Bluffton Roofing and be right back.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to Eastbrook. Norwell on the board as they completed about, I think it was, what'd you have that for, about 43 yards? 42-yard pass play from Garrison Breggy to Levi Leidig. Leidig kind of dragging a defender into the end zone. But excellent play, and boy, a really well-thrown ball from Breggy. Hit Leidig right in stride at just inside the 10-yard line. And Chris Bear will kick off for the Knights. So it looks like Bear's going to be handling the extra points and kickoff attempts for Norwell, or plays, I should say. His first kickoff in a Norwell football uniform coming up. It's on its way. Pretty good kick down to about the 16-yard line. Eastbrook fakes the reverse, and coming up the right side is Is that Barajas? Yep, he'll be stacked up by a host of Norwell tacklers. Credited with the tackle, Charneil Freeman. Ball will be spotted at about the 38-yard line on the Eastbrook side. 2:11 left here in this first quarter. Eastbrook leading 20-7. Eastbrook was making it look easy for about the first 7 minutes of this ball game, and Norwell comes right back and almost stripped. Over the right side was the running back Barajas, but he was able to get about 7 yards. So second and about 3 for Eastbrook. Another handoff inside. Boy, it's going to be really close to a first down. Blaine Aldham with the carry. And it was enough for the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at about midfield, right at the 50-yard line. Eastbrook on the march again. Norwell's defense has had trouble stopping the Panthers so far, and there's a quick penetration right at the line of scrimmage. Aldham marked for just a few inches of a loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Eastbrook. Quarterback Mason Hale directing the offense for the Panthers. And boy, in those black uniforms with the dark numbers and the dark trim, it is really tough to see numbers. Norwell's pretty easy, especially on turf with the dark blue on white. Leo's infamous for that, as the Leo uniforms are black on black with purple trim. Again, the Panthers stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Colin Schwartz credited with the tackle. Actually, it's a loss of a yard for the Panthers. So 3rd and 12. Big play here for the Knights if they can stop Eastbrook here. As Hale changing the play at the line of scrimmage here. Called in from the sideline. Back to pass. Looks right, wide open is number 20. And he's going to be really close to a first down. That's Anthony Murray on the catch and carry. And they mark it just shy of the first down marker. So it's 4th down and just a couple of inches. And there's the first down and plenty more as Barajas. Wallace. And a flag on the play, so we'll have to see if that comes back. They sure ran that play very quickly. Wallace, it's the first time I've seen him carry the ball. Devon Wallace, he's a 5'7" junior, listed at 150 pounds. So we'll see what the call is. Okay, yep. And a holding penalty. They cancel each other out. So the play's offset, and I believe they're going to have to bring that back, aren't they? Replay the down. Okay, so it'll be 4th and 6 inches again for the Panthers. Yep. 1.6 seconds left here in the first quarter, so this will be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to let the clock run out and run that play in the second quarter. At the end of one, it's Norwell 7, Eastbrook 20. We'll take a break, hear from a couple of our sponsors, and be right back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Well, Eastbrook will start off this second quarter with a lead, the ball, and about 6 inches to go for a first down. Hale, the quarterback, hands it off, and I'll tell you what, he did not gain much yardage, but I think just his forward momentum was enough to get him the first down. It was so close. They're going to give it to him, and the Panthers pick up the first down of the second quarter. It's marked right at the 39, so that's where Hale will direct things from for Eastbrook. Fakes the handoff, looks left, a high pass. Oh, there's some contact down inside the 10-yard line, and a good job by the official not throwing a flag. It's a nice try by the intended receiver to pick up a interference penalty, but clearly he ran into the defender. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. It's the first time they've thrown on first down. Yeah, it looked to me like there goes Barajas again, slipping a couple of tackles, and he's going to get into the end zone again. A 39-yard touchdown run for Andrew Barajas, and the junior now has been in the end zone 4 times. He's accounted for each one of the Eastbrook Panthers touchdowns. This one comes at the 11:35 mark of the second quarter, and Barajas running wild so far tonight. That'll bring on Ethan Kramer to attempt the extra point. Good hands by the holder there as Kramer knocks it through the uprights again. That's Jackson Liddick getting the ball down in good position for Kramer to knock it through. That makes it 27-7 Eastbrook. We'll keep it here and talk about a couple of our sponsors while we wait on the ensuing kickoff. Of course, Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for your do-it-yourself or large construction job that you've taken on. Head in now to get a head start on your fall projects. Ossian Do It Best, just off Highway 1 in Ossian, just south of the Town Hall / police station / county council meeting area, city council, I should say, / police council meeting area, / fire department, volunteer fire department, that is. In beautiful downtown Ossian. Actually, that's uptown Ossian because it's north of downtown. Kramer on to kick off again. His leg might be getting tired as the Panthers leading 27-7. He's a good kicker, too. Low bouncing kick, finally gathered up by Bajada at about the 22. He got out to about the 28, and that's where the Knights will take over. 1st and 10 here in the second quarter. 11:31 left till halftime. Norwell trailing by 20. Their last possession was their first score of the year. Garrison Breggy to Levi Leidig. 3 receivers on the right side. And Grant McMichael out there by himself on the left. Now they're going to shift a couple of guys over to the left side. That's Leidig and Geiger. Breggy pitches. Good timing on the pitch to Ringer. And that's going to be about a 6-yard gain for the Knights. The tackle was made by Justin Singer for Eastbrook. Singer, a 5'10" sophomore. Boy, the Panthers, they've got some young talent as well, making a lot of plays so far in that sophomore class. 3 receivers stacked up on the right side now as Breggy takes the shotgun snap and handed it off inside. That is number 32, I believe, Levi Leidig. Norwell with another first down. And a little bit of deception there from the Knights. That counter play again successful. Leidig had a big gain on that ended up leading to the touchdown for Norwell. Breggy trying to draw Eastbrook off sides. 1st and 10. The pass over the middle, and that's going to be a little long. His intended target was Landon Geiger. Landon Geiger, just a sophomore as well. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Knights. The ball at the 44-yard line. Breggy throwing the ball a little bit more than what I thought he might here early on. Of course, the running game was not doing much for Norwell initially. If Garrison can be accurate, it's going to loosen it up for the running game as he demonstrates that right there with about a 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. There's a nice carry by Breggy. Gets the ball right to midfield. .10 left here in the half. I'll tell you, Breggy's done a pretty good job so far. After that initial couple of series where he got smacked in the face, he's really hanging tough, and that's going to be a flag. Flag thrown by the official on the far side. And it looks like illegal motion of some kind. That's going to bring it back 5 yards and make it 3rd and 9. Second and 9. Excuse me. 9:55 left. There's that spread offense we've been talking about. Breggy over the middle. Oh, we had Geiger wide open. The pass just too high for Landon. And, boy, it was a well-run play as Geiger got into that open area in the middle of the field. Breggy's toss just a little high, and I thought that was 3rd down. That'll bring up 4th down for Norwell. They'll kick it away as 33, Cameron Harris, doing the punting for the Knights. He's just a sophomore. Boy, 2 young squads here on both sides of the ball. Oh, almost blocked, but a good kick by Harris. Fielded about the 21. And a good block back there. As coming up the left side, number 15, Justin Singer's broken a couple of tackles. He could go all the way inside the 10, and he scores. Holy cow, what a run by Justin Singer. He broke about 3 tackles between the 50 and the 30, got free, tiptoed down the sideline and into the end zone for Eastbrook. That makes it a 33-7 ball game. I'll tell you, I looked down, Reese. I thought he was tackled. I looked down, took my eye off the play. Kramer on to attempt the extra point. And Eastbrook really piling up the points here early on. Still a lot of the first half to go. Kramer's kick is no good, wide right. And so the score with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here, 33-7. Eastbrook will take a quick break here from Pizza Hut and be right back.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Welcome back to Eastbrook. 9:30 left here in the first half. And the Panthers a little slow to get out there to kick off. The Knights now with the sun to their back. And by the second half, the sun will not be an issue, I wouldn't think.
Must feel good not having the sun in their eyes anymore.
That's right. That's Reese Schwartz running the camera for me tonight, as well as adding a little commentary here and there. We got a new kicker. It is a new kicker. I didn't catch his numbers. That was kind of fumbled down there at the 25. Eventually picked up in a nice return there for Norwell. Did you catch the kicker's number?
15.
Okay, that was Justin Singer that kicked off. I don't know what happened to Ethan Kramer. He'd been doing a great job.
His leg must be tired.
Yeah, it could be. That was Leidig on the return. They'll take over at about their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Well, Eastbrook with a 26-point lead here. They may back off a little. Another pass from Pregame intended for Geiger, and it was high again. Geiger's actually a pretty good-sized target coming across the middle. Garrison just may be a little juiced on those passes, and throwing it just a little high and a little too far for Landon to haul in. However, the only score so far this evening was a 43-yard pass play from Breggy to Levi Leidig, as Garrison's shoe apparently became untied. I thought they taped those down. Breggy takes the snap, heads on the left side, keeps it for a short gain, maybe a couple of yards. That'll bring up 3rd down for Norwell. That was Altum on the tackle for Eastbrook. $8:30 left here in the half. Paul was explaining to me earlier a couple of different play clocks in play, as they tried to run the counter that time, and Leidig was stacked up for a loss equal about what the gain was on the previous play. So 4th and 10 for the Knights. They'll have to kick it away again, I would think. Cameron Harris out there to punt for Norwell. We're number 33. Rajas has already returned to kick, or a punt for a touchdown, as Norwell's going to use a timeout. Trailing 33-7 here with 7:42 left in the half. We'll take that timeout as well and be right back after these words from Indiana Physical Therapy.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain.
It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is proud to announce their new office opening in October in Decatur.
The Bowling Center of Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and
Okay, we're back here at Eastbrook as it's a fake snap and a good run, a first down for Leidig. He gets across midfield, and Norwell with the fake punt gets another first down in Eastbrook territory. That ball will be spotted at about Eastbrook's 36-yard line. So, boy, a well-executed play there by the Knights. As it was a direct snap to Leidig, and he just took off down the right side of the field with 7:35 left here in the half. Norwell, a 1st and 10 from the Eastbrook 36. Boy, you had to believe that Eastbrook had to be at least thinking about a fake punt there. Norwell did a good job of executing. Breggy rolls left. Oh, boy, he was fortunate that pass was not picked off. It was intended again for Landon Geiger, but it was behind him. I don't think he was expecting Landon to be in that specific spot because he looked like he was kind of throwing a dart there to try to hit Landon and not too far downfield. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Knights as Bahada runs in the play. It's one thing a little bit different than the way Coach Miller ran things. He always had the quarterback, well, most of the time. Maybe not on an 80-degree night, but running over to get the plays. Breggy fakes the handoff to Ringer. Might have picked up a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 9 for the Knights. 7:31 left here in the half. As Grant McMichael and Christian Bahada are kind of taking turns running the plays in. Norwell in their road white jerseys with their navy pants. Navy numbers, gold trim, old gold trim. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty on the Knights as Diego Mayorga got a little anxious. And I don't know if he just forgot what the snap count was to be or what, but it'll make it 3rd and 14 now for the Knights. Norwell trying to answer Eastbrook's latest score. Rajas with 4 touchdowns. Singer with 1 for the Panthers. Breggy rolling left. The pass is completed to Geiger, and Geiger met at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 5 yards for the Knights. We'll see what they do here. I think they got to go for it here. 4 down territory inside the 35. They are. Trailing by 26. I really don't see, unless you're stacked up in the other end, a lot of reason not to kick. There's a good pass to Geiger. Broken up at about the 4-yard line. Good defense there by Barajas as he timed his leap very well and was able to knock it loose from Landon Geiger. That pass had a lot of air under it. So Eastbrook will take over at their own 31. I like the play call, though. Geiger open for a moment, but well defended by Barajas. Barajas is, boy, he's had a night already, and it's not even halftime yet. He scored 4 times already. And there's a play being signaled in from the sideline. Much more conservative set for Eastbrook, and they may just eat up the clock here, or attempt to, as Oldham on the carry. Might have gained a yard. Garrett Zarinsky credited with the tackle for the Knights. I also saw that Garrett is playing Ronald in the Norwell High School musical. Mama Won't Fly. Mama Won't Fly, the name of the play, the musical. As that's a big gain by Oldham this time, and that'll make it 1st and 10. Eastbrook at about their own 43-yard line. 5:40 left in the half. And quick play, inside handoff. Oldham again. Oldham getting the majority of the carries right now, as Eastbrook just pounding it inside. That was a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Panthers, as they've brought their receivers in. And they're just going to try to chew up clock now with the 26-point lead. Barajas gets free again. He's got room to run, and he is going to score again. That's going to be a 57-yard touchdown run. Oh, that wasn't Barajas. I'm just so used to calling his number. That was actually 28, Edward Kiesling. So that's Kiesling's first score of the night. And the Panthers now lead 39-7. It's just so hard to read the numbers, 22-28. Of course, pardon?
Say that.
Yeah. Sorry. Didn't have you turned on there, Reese. As Eastbrook, boy, when they've got the ball in their hands, they are not having trouble moving the ball downfield. I'm interested to see who's going to kick here for Eastbrook. Kramer made the first 5 extra point attempts. They're going to go for 2 here, leading by 32. Maybe they're out of kickers, as a good play by Grant McMichael keeps the Panthers out of the end zone. That was Barajas trying to convert the 2-point play. Not able to get there. Good play by Grant. And at the 5:02 mark of the second quarter, it's Eastbrook 39, Norwell 7. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
1 child per team or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com. And don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Norwell trailing by 32 here in Marion. Marion cheerleaders entertaining a good-sized Eastbrook crowd. They've really kind of filled it up here. Had a nice tailgate going on before the game. I saw the smokers running. Eastbrook in highly traditional cheerleader garb with the collars, the white collars on black uniforms.
I was wondering what those were.
Yeah. You don't. That was really popular back in the late 70s, that time period. Back when I was in school, Reese.
Yeah.
I wasn't born this old. Did you think I was? Or?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Just testing, checking out what you're thinking there. Well, it's going to be Singer again kicking off for Eastbrook, and I don't know what happened to Ethan Kramer.
He's right down here by the bench.
Doesn't appear to have any ice on or anything. A short kick fielded at the 25, and still working upfield. Levi Long with the return. Boy, good return by Levi. He was not going to get tackled. And finally, they brought him down at about the 45-yard line. The Knights will take over, trailing by 32. .453 left in the half. As it was a handoff. Actually, he hung on to it. Garrison did not hand it off. It was a good fake because I thought he did. Took it over the left side for no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights. That play's been successful on a couple of occasions, that quarterback keeper. Of course, it was real successful for Norwell when it was in the hands of Pearson Harnish. Of course, Pearson now at St. Francis University. They're looking to do big things this season. Pregame airs it out, and boy, some contact, but no flag on the play as Brege's pass was intended for Caleb Hoppy. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Knights. Well, their only score came via the air, but outside of that, I don't think they've completed a pass besides the touchdown pass. 4:14 left in the half. 3rd and long for the Knights. 3 receivers split to the right for Norwell, and a straight handoff. I believe that's Ringer. Stacked up after a very short gain. You might give him credit for a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Tell you what, if I'm Coach Gerber, I'm going ahead and running a play here. I think that's what they're going to do. Nope, they're going to punt. 4th and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Yeah, they may fake it again. Nope, he's going to, almost get blocked again. He needs to learn how to fake getting knocked down there, as the punt will be touched down by the Knights at about the 23-yard line. That's where the Panthers will take over.
Probably think it's Eagles because there's a big E in the middle.
It is. But I've known Eastbrook long enough. I should remember that they are Panthers, having called several basketball games down here over the last few years. With the class system, Eastbrook and Norwell have been common postseason opponents in basketball and baseball and softball and so forth. Beautiful country school, similar to Norwell, just off of Highway 5, south of 18. Oh, nice pass and a nice catch from Hale to number 49, Clay Dalton. Hauled it in at about the 46-yard line. Boy, great catch. Hale put it to the outside of Dalton, and he was able to haul it in. Hale back to pass again. No, he handed it off. Boy, he faked me out. A flag on the play. Very little gain, if any, as Schwartz picked up another tackle. We'll see what the call is. It'll be holding on the Panthers. And that'll move them back. We'll see where they're going to spot that. It'll remain 1st down. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty. If that's the case, 1st and well, that looks like a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 20 for Eastbrook at the 36-yard line. They lead by 32. They're kind of running their 2-minute offense. They're the first couple of plays. 3:02 left in the half. Again, Barajas. Oh, nice move again. Boy, that kid can just flat run the football down the left side. Put a great fake on. Another fake, and he's in the end zone again. Wow. That kid has really got some great moves. The junior Andrew Barajas with a huge run. That one was that over 70 yards? 64-yard touchdown run for Andrew Barajas, his 5th score of the game, and we're still not to halftime.
Wow.
Eastbrook leading 45-7, and he just put a couple of great moves on Norwell defenders. Left one defender grabbing at air. As Kramer back in, he'll convert the point after. With 2:44 left in the first half, it's Eastbrook 46, Norwell 7. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Well, welcome back to Eastbrook. It has been a long first half if you're a Norwell fan. Eastbrook scoring at will, mostly the will of Andrew Barajas, as he has taken the football into the end zone on 5 occasions. Justin Singer also scored, as did number 28, Edward Kiesling. You don't hear Edward much as a first name anymore. Kramer back in there to kick. This one's handled by, that might have been Levi Long again. Yeah, Levi Long. No, it was number 34. Who is number 34 for the Knights? I don't have him in my roster. Well, that's who returned that kick. Number 34. I don't have him on any of my sheets.
Me neither.
Yeah, that could be. I thought it was Levi Long when he caught the football, but he started out with uniform number 35, so it could be him. Very similar position on the field as well. 1st and 10 here for the Knights. Trailing by 39. Pregame looking for some room to run. He's going to be dropped for a loss, as Kirby picks up the tackle for the Panthers. They'll spot that ball back at about the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're calling it 2nd and 11. So that's what we'll put on our scoreboard. We thank you for joining us this evening. As that was handled by Carson Ringer. He was dropped for a loss, I believe. As it'll make it 3rd and 13 for Norwell. 1:34 left. And boy, they've moved the ball the last couple of possessions. They just haven't been able to get the big gain that they need to get in the end zone. As another flag. We'll see what that call is. It'll be encroachment on Eastbrook. So that'll make it 3rd, and they're going to say 8 on the scoreboard. That's what I had on mine as well. So Norwell trying to get back maybe one of those scores here late in the first half. Pass, picked off as jumping the lane was number 49 for Eastbrook, Clay Dalton. It was just a short pass, but Dalton jumped in that lane, grabbed it with both hands, and was brought down almost immediately as Eastbrook takes over at Norwell's 24-yard line. Second intercepted pass for the Panthers this evening. Hale back to pass into the end zone and just out of the reach of Barajas. Barajas already with 5 touchdowns. Boy, they haven't had much trouble moving the football. Hale back to pass again. Now he goes right side. The deep pass is almost picked off by 25. Caleb Hoppy in the corner. Good defense there by Caleb. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to check to see what that is. The play was the second down play, as the officials converse at about the 25-yard line. That's where the flag is. The referee is illegal substitution for the Panthers. It's not a loss of down. Oh, it's an eligible receiver. Okay. So they're trying to decide what to do with football right now. They're going to move it back 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 15 for Eastbrook. 49 seconds left on the clock. They're going to try to get in the end zone here on these last couple of plays. They're looking to finish. And that jump pass, wow, what a great catch. Was that Barajas again? Wow. His hands are as good as his feet, because that was a tough catch to make. A little jump pass there from Hale. That'll make it 3rd and about 8. Liddick's in there for the Panthers. Sorry about that. I've been calling him Mason Hale. That's Jackson Liddick throwing all these passes. That's going to bring up 4th down with 16 seconds left on the clock. Fourth and 8 for the Panthers. Liddick looking at the playlist on his wrist. And he's going to bring his receivers in. It's a tight formation here. In motion. And the little counter play, Barajas has room to move. Nice move again. And gets into the end zone again. 6 touchdowns for Andrew Barajas here in the first half. Makes it 52-7 Eastbrook. Boy, Andrew Barajas, I do not remember him from last year. I might not have been at this game last year. A 22-yard touchdown run for Andrew Barajas. I also heard 23 mentioned as a number. Regardless, he scored 6 times here in the first half, the 8th touchdown for Eastbrook as Kramer on to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 53-7, Eastbrook with 8.6 seconds left here in the first half. We'll take a real quick break and be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Well, Norwell's going to have to try to figure out a way to stop Andrew Barajas in the second half. If he plays in the second half. Eastbrook leading right now 53-7. Kramer, who is back out there kicking. I don't know why. He took several kicks off. Might have been exhausted. I don't know. Justin
I feel
Singer
pretty
stepped
bad
in
for
him.
the Eastbrook cheerleaders.
Yes, they've got to be worn out. They're getting their aerobic exercise tonight. They do a long cheer after. Well, they do the points, don't they?
Yeah.
As that kickoff is fielded as Mayorga with the return out to about, I think they're going to spot it right at the 30-yard line, so the Knights will take over there. 1st and 10 with just 2 seconds on the clock, so they're probably only going to run one play. They might as well run a home run play and go for it. Trailing by 46 here as we are only not even to halftime yet. And they're not even going to run a play. So they snap the ball, and the first half ends. It's all Eastbrook here in Marion this evening. They lead the Knights at halftime 53-7. We'll take a break here from a few sponsors and be back with some halftime stats after these words. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis. You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Well, welcome back to Eastbrook and the halftime show. Norwell trailing Eastbrook 53-7. And it was the Andrew Barajas show here in Marion this evening as the junior in the number 22 jersey scored 6 times, and put up 158 yards rushing in the first half. Barajas scored on a punt return. That was at the 9:58 mark of the first quarter. His next score was a 1-yard run. Then he scored on a 34-yard pass play from Jackson Liddick. I think I've been calling the wrong quarterback all night. Leidig then broke the ice for Norwell at the 2:22 mark of the first quarter. Took a 42-yard pass from Garrison Breggy into the end zone. At that time, Norwell trailed 20-7. Then, quickly in the second quarter, Barajas scored again, this time on a 39-yard run. Justin Singer then, on a 78-yard punt return, scored at the 9:30 mark of the second quarter. Edward Kiesling had a 54-yard touchdown run at the 5:02 mark. Andrew Barajas then scored twice more to end the scoring in the first half on runs of 64 yards and 23 yards. Kramer, from a kicking standpoint, was 5 of 6. And then Chris Bear converted a kick for the Knights after the Levi Leidig touchdown reception. So that was the scoring in the first half. The rushing leaders, as we mentioned, for Eastbrook, Andrew Barajas with 158 yards. For Norwell, Levi Leidig led the way, 5 carries for 48 yards.
Excuse me.
You're okay. Excuse you. Bless you.
Thanks.
Bless you. Passing, Garrison Breggy, 2 of 10 for the Knights. He was picked off twice, a total of 51 yards. Jackson Liddick, 5 of 8 for 88 yards for the Eastbrook Panthers. Leading receivers, Levi Leidig had that big touchdown reception for 42 yards. Andrew Barajas got a couple of passes for 40 yards. Also, Clay Dalton, a couple of catches for 37 yards for the Panthers. Those 2 receptions, one for interceptions, one for Eastbrook was by Clay Dalton, the other by Justin Singer. Carson Ringer also had a fumble. That was early on in the first half, but didn't turn it over. Don't have, there's time of possession. Norwell had the ball for 16 minutes and 20 seconds, and this is what happens when you've got a high-scoring team like Eastbrook. They only had the ball for 7 minutes and 40 seconds the first half and put up 53 points. Defensively, leading the way for Norwell, Colin Schwartz with 5 unassisted tackles and 1 assist. Carson Ringer, 3 unassisted tackles. Grant McMichael, 2. Dalton Southern, 2 as well. For Eastbrook, and a host of people had 1 tackle for the Knights. For Eastbrook, Zane Kirby led the way with 5 unassisted tackles. Zane Kettrick had 4 unassisted and 1 assist. So there are your halftime stats for this evening. Once again, Eastbrook leading the Knights 53-7. And what stood out to you in the first half, Reese?
That one play where we thought it was done, and then they scored the touchdown.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play. A great run by Justin Singer, who we thought was tackled on a couple of occasions, able to tiptoe down the left sideline and score on a 79-yard, I believe, punt return. I believe it was 79 yards, 78-yard punt return, according to the Norwell stat group anyway. And I do want to thank Derek Decker for bringing down those stats, letting them have access to them here at halftime. Norwell trailing by 46 points. We'll see what Coach Gerber has in store for the second half, and we'll be back to talk about it after these words from our sponsors.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
The new Kaylor Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com. Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Back here at Eastbrook, we still got about 6.5 minutes left in halftime. We'll check some scores around the northeast Indiana area. Cherubusco leading Lakeland 20-7 at halftime. At the end of the first quarter, Leo and Indianapolis Riley tied at 7. Early on in the second quarter, Cathedral led at East Noble 14-0. Let's see what else we got here. Also, the Tin Caps playing at home tonight. They trail Lake County in for a weekend set 3-1 with 1 out in the fifth. Another halftime score, Adams Central and Belmont scoreless at halftime. Let's see. Looks like Homestead leading Northrop 14-7 early in the third quarter. And here's an update on that Cathedral Eastbrook game. Cathedral leading now 21-0 late in the second quarter. And wow, here's a big one at the end of 3. New Haven putting a hurt on the Heritage Patriots. The East Allen County school rivals up 42-0. And let's see. Looks like there's another one. After one quarter, Woodland led Eastside. Actually, early in the second, Woodland led Eastside 21-0. And I think that's all we've got here as far as other games going on. If we see some other updates, we'll sure let you know about them. here at Eastbrook. Both teams still in the locker room. About 4.5 minutes left until halftime. So we'll let you hear from some more of our sponsors and be right back.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, I can help you get to a better state because I'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call me, Kevin Beatty, and officially get to a better state with State Farm. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, at 824-1928.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Well, as we wait on the teams to retake the field, about 2.5 minutes left. Let's find out a little bit more about Reese Shorts, our cameraman and color commentator tonight. Reese, what is your graduation class? What year are you this year?
I am the year of 2021.
2021. So that would be 17, 18, 19, 20, and 8th grader. All right, very good. Are you taller than your brother already?
I'm getting up there.
Yeah, I was going to say you look to be close.
Mm-hmm.
So, as an 8th grader, you are the king of the middle school this year, right? Are you enjoying that early on here?
Kind of.
Kind of. Well, you got to start all over again next year. You know, you get to 8th grade and you're the big cheese as an 8th grader, and then you got to go back to being a little cheese once you go through that little hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good year so far, though, in middle school?
So far. I mean, we're only on our second weekend, so
yeah,
it's
early.
Change.
That's true. Nice weather. Air conditioning working well? The new air conditioning out there?
Uh-huh.
Good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear our tax dollars are being well spent to keep you guys comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all about having a comfortable learning environment to, do well, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Well, Eastbrook has retaken the field. They're stretching out on the near sideline. And I'll tell you what, I really am impressed with Eastbrook's press box here. They've got a double-tiered press box. Of course, we are shooting through the glass because the windows are all fixed windows. But they do have a little bit of air conditioning going, although with all the bodies up here, it's kind of tough to tell that there's air conditioning. But a very nice press box, carpeted. They had some drinks and a couple of snack trays for us. And we certainly appreciate their hospitality. We are at halftime, just about set to start the second half. Norwell trailing Eastbrook in both teams' season opener, 53-7. We'll take a quick break and be back with a second half action as Norwell will kick off to Eastbrook after these words from our sponsors.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y.
Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and one child per team, or two youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Double-digit pay raises are history. Now money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why I would like to offer you a free discount double check. I'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why I'm here.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, we're just about set for the second half kickoff as Norwell, going from our left to right, will be kicking off to the Eastbrook Panthers. It looks like it'll be 36, Chris Bear, again kicking off for the Knights. This will be his second kickoff of the evening, as he kicked off after Norwell's lone score in the first half. Bear, just a freshman, playing on the Norwell soccer team and kicking for the football team on Friday nights. Yep, Curtis Blackwell appears to have maybe hurt an ankle or something in the first half, as the kickoff dropped or let to bounce anyway, and then on the reverse, that play didn't work out real well for the Panthers, as Barajas was stacked up at the 20-yard line, and we are underway here in the third quarter. Norwell with a big hill to climb. They trail by 46, and Eastbrook has the ball to start the second half. Jackson Liddick, I believe, still under center for the Panthers. Number 12. I believe that's him. As the handoff over the left side. That was to Bryce. Was that Alton with the carry?
37.
It was 37. Okay, Devon Wallace with the carry. Picked up maybe 2. on the play, so 2nd and 8 for the Panthers early on here in the second half. As Liddick under center hands it off again, and able to fight forward for a couple of yards was Justin Singer. Singer, just a sophomore, he scored on a long punt return in the first half, and he fights for about 3 yards. That'll make it 3rd and about 5 for the Panthers. I would expect that Eastbrook is going to be pretty conservative. Of course, they got conservative in the first half as well, and Barajas was able to break off a couple of long touchdown runs. I'm sure they'll just want to eat up clock here as Singer was able to elude the tackle attempt by Bahada in the backfield and able to pick up the first down with a gain of about 6 yards. Justin Singer makes it 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their, we'll call it 31-yard line. They lead by 46 as the clock ticks down. 10-14. And Eastbrook's going to try to get out of this quickly and safely, and the time clock runs out on Liddick as it appeared as though they tried to change the play. That'll back them up 5 yards and make it 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. With some confusion there by the Panthers on what they wanted to do. Now the play clock's restarted. Liddick has stayed under center now for the majority of the last couple quarters. He goes long and just over and out of the reach of the intended receiver. Pretty well defended, though, by Carson Ringer. The intended receiver, is that Singer?
Yeah, it was 15.
Okay. Yeah, Justin Singer. Boy, it's just so hard to read those numbers. My eyes aren't the greatest anymore anyway. I got a reading contact in my left eye and a distance contact in my right eye.
I have contacts in both eyes, so.
Yeah, but they're both probably just one thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got to close one eye to see accurately. Oh, good move there by the running back for Eastbrook. That's number 37, Devon Wallace, with a big gain. The 42-yard line, Eastbrook. That was a nice move by Devon Wallace. Devon Wallace in the first half did not get any credit, at least on Norwell's stat sheet, for any yardage in the first half. But he may see the ball a lot here in the second half. That was Springer on that particular carry. Who made the tackle? Missed the tackle. It was a 3-yard gain for Singer. And looks like Curtis Blackwell may not come back into this one tonight. He was still in full uniform, but he was limping pretty heavily on what appeared to be his right ankle. Easy to sprain an ankle, as I believe that's number 28, Edward Kiesling, able to get outside. There is a flag on the play, though. That's in holding territory. Levi Long on the tackle for the Knights. And, yep, it was. So that'll bring that nice gain by Kiesling back. The flag's down at about Eastbrook's 47-yard line. As the official signaled a hold, so They'll march it back to the Eastbrook 37-yard line, and that'll make it 2nd and about 15 for the Panthers. 8:40 left here in the third quarter. They lead by 46 after a huge first half, putting 53 points on the board. And now they're just trying to run clock. As Liddick still under center. We may not see that first squad here for much longer. That's Liddick taking it himself, getting across the 45 to about the 46. Grant McMichael on the tackle for Norwell as the ball is spotted on, the 46. That'll leave about 3rd and 6 for Eastbrook. Liddick and Eastbrook, outside of the one incomplete pass, has kept the ball on the ground and has maintained possession since the opening of the half, which is their goal, as good defense by the Knights there. Colin Schwartz, I think, made first contact. As Colin piling up the tackles here, especially with Curtis Blackwell not on the field at this time. 4th and 7 now for Eastbrook, and they're going to punt for the first time tonight. And I cannot read his number. So, it's number 12, the quarterback, Liddick. And a pretty good kick. Norwell's going to let it bounce. And no, they're going to say it touched the Norwell player, and Eastbrook's going to recover it at the 21-yard line. I wasn't real clear who the player was on that side, but you got to stay away from a bouncing football because it can go in any direction. And just a little bit of inexperience there. Kiesling recovered it, couldn't advance it, and Eastbrook is going to continue to have the football, but now they're just a yard outside the red zone. Hand off over the left side. That was Singer. A pickup of about 4 yards. And it'll make it 2nd and 6 for Eastbrook. Just under 6.5 minutes left here in the third. Another handoff over the left side, and in is Devon Wallace as he scores from about 14 yards out. Another score for Eastbrook at the 6:01 mark of the third quarter. It's 59-7. The 9th touchdown as Kramer on to attempt the extra point. And that's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. So that kick blocked. Eastbrook with a 59-7 lead here. 6:01 left in the third quarter. We'll take a real quick break and be right back.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Back at Eastbrook, we're marveling at the Eastbrook cheerleaders as they do kicks for every point that is scored, and they start at 0 every time. So they're in the midst of doing 59 kicks. And there they do, 59 kicks. That is a lot of kicks for a cheerleading squad, and that's after doing 53 and 46 and so forth and so on.
I know I want to be able to do that.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that when I was their age, let alone now. Kramer will kick off for Eastbrook. Deep is Mayorga, I believe, in the middle of the field. I got to close my left eye to see that clearly, see? It's a bit of a short kick, fielded by Leidig. Leidig still on his feet and gets out close to the 34-yard line. Mason Hale with the tackle, the guy who I thought was playing quarterback for much of the first half. Because it's so hard to read the numbers. The numbers, hard to tell probably on the video, but they're a dark gray. They're outlined in a deep red on a black jersey. And then you add in the contouring of the shoulder pads and the kidney pads and everything else they've got on. Makes it very difficult to read the numbers. As Breggy begins the Knights' first possession of the second half with a handoff to Carson Ringer. Ringer with a couple of positive yards. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Running in the play this time. I believe that was Bahada that ran it in. Norwell still with its first-team offense out there, and Eastbrook with their first-team defense, I believe, still out there, leading by 52 at this point. Probably won't see him in the fourth quarter, though, as Breggy on the keeper takes a pretty good hit from Zane Kirby. Zane Kirby, Eastbrook's leading tackler to this point. That'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Knights as Garrison able to pick up a positive yard. That's Mayorga that's running off the field. He was replaced on the play call. So passing situation now for the Knights. Ringer back there beside Breggy. Wouldn't surprise me if they ran. Nope, he's going to try to throw. He's wrapped up in the backfield and dropped for about a 3-yard loss. That'll make it 4th and 8, and I'm guessing the Knights are going to have to kick it again. Yep. That's Cameron Harris, who's done a pretty good job kicking the football tonight for the Knights from a punting perspective. Oh, boy. Now that one I think was touched as Barajas fields that high, oddly spinning ball on the bounce, runs it back for just a few yards. The Knights alertly tackled him, and that ball will be spotted at Norwell's 47. 1st and 10 there for the Panthers. Yes. The coach was screaming to get away from the football, but Andrew Barajas actually zoomed right by the coach and fielded on a bounce. Barajas has to be feeling pretty confident. I mean, he scored 6 touchdowns tonight. Nothing's going to go wrong for him. That is Mason Hale. Now calling the signals for Eastbrook. With the carry, that was Zane Kirby. 3:49 left here in the third quarter. Kirby with about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now for the Panthers. They're in Norwell territory at the 43-yard line. And with a new quarterback in there, Eastbrook not quite as quick to the line of scrimmage. Of course, they're going to try to chew up as much clock as they can. In motion from the right side, another handoff. I believe that was number 7, Saxon Malonic. I want to make sure we pronounce it right. Again, Colin Schwartz with a tackle. He's got to be getting close to double-digit tackles. He's going to take a seat right now, though, get some fluid in him. It was a very warm evening. It was right at just about 80 degrees at game time. Eastbrook leading the Knights 59-7. You know, it's always tough to take a whipping, but it's even tougher when you got to drive an hour to take it. Right? On the road. And a timeout has been called here at the 3:11 mark by Eastbrook, I believe. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
The Blooming Boutique in Ossian, one of our new sponsors, coffee, lattes, and flowers. As that's going to be a first down for Eastbrook. Zane Kirby on the carry, as they will move the sticks again. That's exactly what Eastbrook wants to do at this point. They just want to run time off the clock. Let me know if you're going to cough, Reese. There, now you're back on. We don't have a cough button.
Okay.
See, the big guys, you know, guys that you watch on Saturday and Sunday, they got a cough button. So they just, when they know they're going to cough, it's right up here on their wire, and they'll press that button, and it cuts off their mic so you can't hear it. But we're not quite that sophisticated as Kirby, with another good carry of about 4. However, I'm very impressed with our wireless connection tonight. I mean, we have not had, I guess we do have a little bit of a backup. But only about a minute, so we're in pretty good shape. Certainly a beautiful evening here in Marion, Indiana. The threat of storms earlier, but they kind of broke up and cleared out before this one started. Quarterback keeping the ball and able to elude a couple of tackles. That's Hale. on a nice carry, another first down for Eastbrook. He's inside the 15-yard line to about the 13. Boy, they had him trapped behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to wiggle free for a big gain. And ball marked at the 13-yard line. Eastbrook threatening to score again with 1:38 left here in the third quarter. It's been all Eastbrook so far here this evening. Hale hands off to his left. That was Zane Kirby with the carry as he gets it down to within about 3 yards of a first down. Good carry by Kirby. They're actually going to say it's 2nd and 2 on the scoreboard, so an 8-yard pickup for Kirby. Kirby's been pretty effective considering he's on the second squad of this East offense. .45 seconds left on the play clock. Hale kept it. I don't think he got enough for a first down. The tackle for the Knights was Gavin. Is it Laley or Lally? Lally. Is it Lally? L-A-L-E-Y. Apologize to the family for not getting that pronunciation right for Gavin. He was in on that tackle, and Eastbrook's going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter. They'll all take a long walk down to the other end, and we'll see what we have in store on this third down play, 3rd and 2, after these words from our sponsors.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Already leading by 52, Eastbrook threatening to score to start the fourth quarter here. 59-7, the Panthers. 3rd and 2 from about the 6, and into the end zone again. This time it's Zane Kirby with the 6-yard run, and that makes it 65-7 Eastbrook. Whew. These poor cheerleaders, what are they going to do? Well, they got to find out if Kramer converts this kick. Well, he's going to kick. If he converts this kick, they're going to have to do 77 of those leg kicks. Or 66, I mean. As it got through, it hit the right upright and snuck through to make it 66-7.
66.
And the Eastbrook cheerleaders, some of them are smiling, but, some of them aren't. As we'll pan down. Good job, Reese. As you'll get an idea of what we've been talking about here. They do their little fight song, and pretty quickly here. They're going to start counting off the points.
Oh, here they go.
Here they go. 1. Now they're going to do that 66 times. And
but I'm not a cheerleader.
Have you noticed how often they switch legs?
Yeah, it's every 10, I think.
Every 10? Okay. Wow. That is a lot of kicking. Well, Kramer will be kicking. Speaking of kicking, Kramer kicking off again for Eastbrook. Mayorga at about the 5-yard line. Nope, this is going to be Justin Singer kicking this time. The left footer. Don't see too many left-footed kickers at any level. Line drive kick fielded by, I believe, Levi Long. And he's up the left side. A good return as he put a lick on the defender. That was actually the kicker that tackled him at the 50-yard line. So the Knights will take over 1st and 10 right at midfield.
The cheerleaders just stopped kicking.
Yes, that was a long kicking process for the cheerleaders. Mercifully, we are in the 4th quarter now. And actually, this game has moved pretty quickly with Eastbrook keeping the ball on the ground. Norwell only had 1 possession, I think, in the 3rd quarter. They didn't have it for long, as Pregame will start off with a pass in this quarter. Wide open on the right side is Caleb Hoppy. Big gain for the Knights, as Hoppy finally brought down at about the 23-yard line of Eastbrook, and an excellent pass there from Garrison Pregame. Had a lot on it and had to throw it all the way across the field. Hoppy was wide open. And Norwell threatening to score here, trailing by 59 at the moment. Pregame looks to throw again into the end zone, and that's going to be picked off. Yep, that play was just really well read by the defender. The 3rd interception of the evening for Eastbrook. It was brought down by number 81, Luke Boren, just a sophomore. And what he'll learn is to make that an effective play. If you're not going to complete it, it's got to be out of the end zone. Unfortunately, it was a little bit short. Boren made a nice play. And Eastbrook gets it back. They'll take over at about their 20-yard line. I believe that's only is that the 3rd play from scrimmage that Norwell's run in the second half? Hadn't been many. Maybe more than that. 4th, okay. Yeah, I knew it wasn't very many, Reese. As Eastbrook will take another timeout. They've only got 1 left. Norwell has 3 left. They've not used 1 here in the second half. We'll keep it here and talk about a couple of our sponsors off our live read sheet. You've seen the Bloomin' Boutique ad a couple of times. That's a new shop located in downtown Ossian. Also Posy Pot. We haven't talked about them much tonight. When it comes to expressing your emotions, you can't go wrong with roses. So stop by the Posy Pot at 126 Townley to order yours today. TW Fable, they're located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North, outside Bluffton. They feature a fine dining experience Tuesday through Saturday. And if you're looking for a great lunch, visit the 250 Grill, also at Timber Ridge. Eastbrook with the football again after the turnover, the 3rd interception of the evening for the Panthers. And on the carry for Eastbrook was number 9, Wyatt Stevenson, a freshman for the Panthers. He picked up about 4 yards. That'll bring up second down for Eastbrook. They lead the Knights by 59 points. Norwell's lone score was way back in the first quarter. Levi Leidig hauling down a Garrison Breggy pass. I believe it was about 42 yards. Yep, 42-yard pass play. On the carry this time, it's Zink Binkard, just a sophomore. No gain for Binkard, and it'll bring up third down for Norwell. 10-11 left in this one. Eastbrook will go to 1-0 on the season. Norwell will fall to 0-1. Next week, Norwell will be at home against Heritage. Heritage still a part of the ACAC. Good pitch play. And out to the right side, number 11 takes a hard hit from Colin Schwartz. Justin Mance, just a sophomore, and Colin kind of said, "Welcome to varsity football," as he put him down in a hurry. It is a first down, though, for the Panthers. A nice gain for the young man. We are under 10 minutes now left in this one. Binkard still may be seeing stars after that one. Eastbrook keeping the ball on the ground. They've only thrown a couple of passes here in the second half, and Norwell just hadn't had any opportunity. They've only run 4 plays here in the second half. A couple of costly turnovers. That was Stevenson on the carry again. Who made that tackle? Okay. Bahada. Okay. Christian Bahada in on that tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. They're letting the play clock run down just about as far as they can on every play. This time the handoff to 21. That's Zink Binkard. Got outside for a several-yard gain. That'll bring up third and about 3. That was Leidig on the tackle for Norwell. The new quarterback now for Eastbrook in the game is number 36, Christian Bratcher, a 5'10" 160-pound junior. So the third quarterback that, actually the fourth, they've actually had 4 kids now play quarterback this evening. You get to do that when you're up by 50 plus. Bratcher with the handoff and immediately tackled by 58. Joel Detmer. And that'll bring up 4th down now for Eastbrook. And they will be kicking away. And I don't think there's any threat of a fake here. Eastbrook leading by a 66-7 score as the clock ticks down under 7 minutes left. Left-footed, was that Springer punting? Yeah, a fair catch is called for by Bahada at the Norwell 32-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Was that Springer that punted for Eastbrook? I think it was. 15. So Justin Springer doing it all for the Panthers tonight. Springer, just a sophomore as well. Well, I tell you what, they've got some very skilled underclassmen on this Eastbrook Panther squad. Breggy will run it himself, and a nice gain for Garrison as he picks up about 9. That'll make it 2nd and 1 for the Knights, a long one, as the ball spotted just on the far side of the 40-yard line. They've got to get out to the 42. But I'm pretty confident Eastbrook has their second or third line defense in there right now. They look a lot smaller as there's some movement on the Norwell line. In fact, I think it was the center, or no, it wasn't the center. It was Garrett Zarensky called for illegal motion. So they'll back it up 5 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 6. Speaking of 6, this is Norwell's 6th play from scrimmage in the second half. Breggy barking out signals, and the handoff inside. I believe that's Carson Ringer. Good gain for Carson. He's close to a first down. They're going to mark it short by about a yard. That'll make it 3rd and 1 for the Knights. A couple of winners, Mississinewa and Oak Hill, down here in the central part of the state. There's a first down for the Knights, as Carson Ringer with a pickup of about 6. They'll spot it at Norwell's 47-yard line, and the Knights with another first down in the first half. That's their first down of the second half. Okay, I thought we kept track of first downs, but I don't see it on the stat sheet. There's another good gain by Ringer on the tackle for Eastbrook, 33, Michael Buff. Make it 2nd and 4 for the Knights as they have crossed into Eastbrook territory. Yeah, I don't see first downs on that stat sheet. Norwell's gotten a couple of them, though, here on this possession. And close to another one. Breggy kept it himself that time. And they're going to mark it just shy of a first down. Just really maybe a foot to go for a first down. They'll bring up 3rd down on the scoreboard. 4:22 left. And the pitch to Ringer. Ringer over the left side, more than enough for the first down. Excuse me. Actually, it's Levi Leidig on the carry. The tackle made by Luke Bourne for the Panthers, and the Knights marching steadily down the field here against Eastbrook's second team. Be nice from a confidence standpoint for Norwell to be able to put up another score. And at least leave Marion on a positive note. Breggy keeps it and tackled after about a 3-yard gain. That'll make it 2nd and 7 for Norwell. .328 left. Breggy, his first game starting at the varsity level, and he's just a sophomore. Checks off a couple of receivers, throws to the right flat. Nice move by Leidig, and he's got a chance to go. He's going to get into the end zone for the Knights. A 33-yard play, I believe, scoring play for the Knights. 35-yard scoring play. And that'll make it 66-13. So a well-run play there by the sophomore Breggy, as he checked off at least 2 receivers before he found Leidig, and Leidig with a couple of very good moves to carry it on into the end zone. excellent catch and carry for Levi. And that did not work out so well on the kick attempt. So it is no good. 66-13 Eastbrook. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from Bluffton Roofing.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
3:08 left on the clock. Norwell able to put up another score to make it 66-13. Another excellent run, and both scoring plays for the Knights have been Breggy to Leidig touchdown passes. That last one for 35 yards. The one in the first quarter was 42 yards, I believe. As a short kickoff is fielded at the 22-yard line. Finally brought down at about the 38, 39. That was Saxon Milanic with the return. And they're going to mark it right at the 40-yard line. So with 3 minutes left, Eastbrook will take over. And now in at quarterback for the Panthers. Is that Singer again? No, it's not Singer. Excuse me. Is that Hale? 16 now. Dylan Bragg, a freshman, is going to be calling the shots for Eastbrook here for the last few minutes of this one. Also in there, Devin Fear, another sophomore. Eastbrook with a pretty good number of kids on their squad. Many more on this varsity roster than on Norwell's, and a flag is thrown. We'll see what the call is here. So the penalty was against Eastbrook for an illegal shift. Looks like they will retain possession of the football. And it's declined by, the penalties declined considering the fumble and the loss on the play. So that'll make it 2nd and 15 for Eastbrook. The ball on their own 34-yard line. Clock inside 3 minutes now. The freshman Quinn, there's another flag. You know what, guys? It's a 53-point game. I wouldn't be throwing too many flags. As the second flag on the second consecutive play moves the ball back 5 more yards and makes it 2nd and 20 for the Panthers. So they'll try it again, and maybe this time we can get away without a flag being thrown. As the quarterback keeps it around the right side. He's got room to run. He's got the first down and more. And he may get into the end zone. He does. What a run for the freshman quarterback, Dylan Bragg. He just got outside and ran it in for a touchdown. That's 72 points on the evening for Eastbrook. Wow. Well, heck of a run by Dylan Bragg. The kid sure got some wheels. as he got out in front of the Norwell defense and just kept the pedal to the metal, going over 70. He does have fresh legs. Eastbrook not kicking this extra point. They do not succeed on the 2-point conversion attempt. So, with 2:29 left in this one, Eastbrook now leads Norwell 72-13. So it's been a long night for the Knights, as they'll try to put another score on the scoreboard, trailing at the moment by 59.
72 kicks.
72 kicks for the Eastbrook Pantherettes. I don't know what they call their cheerleaders. I would call them Pantherettes if I was naming the cheerleaders. We'll see if we can get that information here before it's over. Of course, Norwell with their cheerleading squad as well this evening. It's actually a lot tougher to cheer for a team that's losing than it is, even when you're doing this many kicks. As Dylan Bragg, boy, that heck of a play there for the young man. He'll remember that one for a while. Justin Singer out to kick off again for the Panthers. And a long night, too, for first-year head coach Josh Gerber, as the kickoff received and taken out to about the 36-yard line. That was Christian Bahada on the carry. Yeah, that's correct. Actually, the ball marked at the 37. Norwell will try to put it in the end zone one more time this evening as we approach the 10 o'clock hour.
Cheerleaders just stopped kicking.
Wow. They've got to be worn out.
Mm-hmm.
For the Knights, that was Joe Taylor on the carry. So, Coach, the backup quarterback's in there. Coach Gerber making some substitutions as well. Taylor calling the shots for the Knights now. Garrison Breggy on the sideline. Breggy with 2 touchdown passes tonight against 3 interceptions. Good throw by Taylor out in the flat to Diego Mayorga. And Mayorga very close to a first down. They're going to mark it. I think he's got a cramp. That's Mayorga. Yeah. Easy to get cramps on a night like tonight. I'm surprised it took this long to have the first one. So we'll take a quick break as they try to stretch out Diego's leg. He'll be fine. It's just a cramp. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is proud to announce their new office opening in October in Decatur.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6, only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com, bowlbluffton.com.
Well, Diego Mayorga limping off the field. He'll be okay, though. He's just got to get some fluids in him after cramping up. His left leg, calf just cramped. But he'll be okay. Maybe a little sore in the morning. As Joe Taylor back to pass, open in the flat. That's number 40, I believe, Luke Reinhardt. And Reinhardt with the first down carry. And in the backfield is number 55, Preston Graham, just a sophomore, kind of holding his shoulder. You got to wonder if just took a little bit of a hit that kind of tweaked that left shoulder. Tracy, the trainer, out there with him, testing that left arm. He's moving that left arm okay, so I don't think it's separated or anything. She's doing some physical tests on him. Just a minute 23 left on the clock, and with a couple of injuries here, this game is really slowed down. Oh, there you go. He's getting up. That's good. He probably just got a little bit of a stinger there. Seems to be okay as he jogs off the field, so we'll be back to action. Good for him. I was a little concerned the way he was holding it early on in the development of that play. Norwell with the first down. They're in Eastbrook territory. As Taylor hands off to, was that Graham? No, it was Reinhardt. Luke Reinhardt on the carry, another sophomore. Picked up about 5. That'll be 2nd and 5 for the Knights. From the Eastbrook 32. Clock now under a minute. Norwell will get a couple more plays off here, as long as they keep possession of it. Taylor wrapped up in the backfield. The tackle made by number 61, Brandon Davis. And that'll make it 3rd and about 13 for the Knights. And this most likely is going to be the last play of this one, as Taylor takes the snap and keeps it. Goes left side, trying to get around an Eastbrook defender. That's number 20, Anthony Murray. Murray brings him down with still time on the clock, so Norwell will get to run one more play, as a first down was picked up by Taylor, and actually they will not get to run another play as the clock was started. Our final here at Eastbrook this evening is Eastbrook 72, Norwell 13. We will take a break, hear from a few sponsors, and be back with your final statistics and post-game show after these words. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is proud to announce their new office opening in October in Decatur.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Well, welcome back to the postgame show here at Eastbrook High School. Greg Van Meter along with Reese Schwartz. We're waiting for the final stats. Derek Decker providing those for us, and we sure appreciate it. But, Reese, your first football game behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Good job tonight. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I actually did.
Did you appreciate all the money you made?
Well, I don't know how much I made.
No, I don't think you made any money. There's no money involved. This is just for the love of the game.
Oh.
I'm teasing you. I appreciate you, John. Your dad will let you know.
Okay.
He'll like when you're 21, he'll say, Reese, here's how much money you made with Mr. Van Meter back in 2016. Think that's how that'll work? It wouldn't surprise me with your dad. He could be pretty ornery. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself this evening. Derek just handed us some final stats. The final, once again, Eastbrook 72, Norwell 13. Eastbrook starts their season off 1-0. Norwell starts at 0-1. The scoring plays, once again, it was the Andrew Barajas show for most of the evening until Eastbrook brought in their second team and third team, and I think in some occasions. Barajas scored on a punt return of 36 yards, a 1-yard run, and a 34-yard pass play, all in the first quarter. Then Norwell, with their first score of the year, a 42-yard pass from Garrison Breggy to Levi Leidig. Then in the second quarter, it was all Eastbrook. Andrew Barajas scored on touchdown runs of 39, 64, and 23 yards. Justin Singer also had a 78-yard punt return. Edward Kiesling scored on a 50-yard touchdown run. And then in the third quarter, Devon Wallace had a 17-yard touchdown run for the Panthers. Zane Kirby in the fourth quarter with a 5-yard touchdown run, and Dylan Bragg with a 71-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter as well for the Panthers. Levi Leidig also scored the second touchdown for the Knights on a 35-yard pass from Garrison Breggy. That was with 3:08 left in the fourth quarter for your scoring. The statistical leaders for your Knights this evening. Rushing was Levi Leidig with 54 yards on 6 carries. Garrison Breggy also had 21 yards on 16 carries. Joe Taylor, 8 yards on 3 carries, and Carson Ringer, 5 yards on 12 carries. Luke Reinhardt also had a carry for 5 yards. From a passing perspective, and we've got to talk a little bit about Andrew Barajas at Eastbrook. He only had 7 carries tonight, gained 158 yards. The passing for Norwell, Garrison was 4-13 for 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Joe Taylor was 2-2 for 25 yards. For Eastbrook, Jackson Liddick was 5 of 9 for 88 yards. From a reception standpoint for the Knights, Levi Leidig had 2 catches for 77 yards. Caleb Hoppe, 1 for 27. Luke Reinhardt, 1 for 16. Diego Mayorga, 1 for 9. And Landon Geiger, 1 for 9. Norwell did not have any other turnovers outside of the 3 interceptions. Total elapsed time of the game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. The final, Eastbrook 72, Norwell 13. Any final thoughts, Reese, before we call it a night?
Just think that Eastbrook brought on a lot of competition.
They sure did. They played hard. Andrew Barajas had an outstanding game against a pretty young Norwell team with running a new offense. So I expect to see some improvement for the Knights over the coming weeks, and we'll be bringing it to you here on WellsCountyVoice.com. We really appreciate you joining us here for Week 1 of the 2016 season. Online, we'll be back next Friday from Norwell. That'll be a 7 o'clock start, and that'll be against the Heritage Patriots. So for Reese Schwartz, this is Greg Van Meter saying good night, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.